everyone, how are you? It's me again, Teacher Riz, and welcome back to our music class. So today we are going to have our new lesson for the second grading period. So are you ready to learn? Alright, that's good. So at this time we are going to discuss about melody and pitch names. But before that one, let me sing to you a song first. The title of this song is Sweetly Sings the Donkey. Okay, so I want you to listen first, and after that one, you will sing with me. Okay? So the song goes this way. Sweetly sings the donkey at the break of day. If you do not feed him, this is what he'll say. Hee ho, hee ho, hee ho, hee. Sweetly sings the donkey at the break of day. Again, then you will repeat it twice. Okay? Okay, let's sing it together. You sing with me, okay? Alright. Sweetly sings the donkey at the break of day. If you do not feed him, this is what he'll say. Hee ho, hee ho, hee ho, hee. Sweetly sings the donkey at the break of day. Again, sweetly sings the donkey at the break of day. If you do not feed him, this is what he'll say. Hee ho, hee ho, hee ho, hee. Sweetly sings the donkey at the break of day. All right, so what have you observed from the song? How about the tune of the song? Okay, so the tune of the song, we call it melody. Do you know what is melody? Okay, what is melody? All right. When we say melody class, this is the tune of a particular song. Okay. It is that singable part of an instrumental or vocal piece. So it means it's either instrumental or vocal piece. Okay, the melody is there. Melody also class is made up of both rhythm and pitches. So it means rhythm plus pitch equals melody. Okay? So when we say pitch class, it is the highness or lowness of the sounds. Okay? As you observe in the song, Sweetly Sings the Donkey, there is low and high notes. Am I right? All right, so there is also what we call notation class. Since we are going to discuss about pitch names and melody, we are going to do the notation. Okay, when we say notation class, it is the method of reading and writing down music so it can be performed vocally and instrumentally. All right. So, as you remember, class, there are different examples or there are different types of musical symbols, right? Last time we discussed about musical notes and musical rests. At this time, let's add. There are many. Okay, there are many types of notation symbols. Since I mentioned about notation, we have this one. So, as you remember, how many lines for the musical staff? All right, so we only have 5 lines. And how many spaces? 4. As you can see, the staff, that is what we call staff. And this one, the line, the vertical line, we call it bar line. Okay? And of course, this one, it looks like 8, like that. That is what we call treble clef. The other one, the inverted letter C, and with 2 dots at the right side, we call it bass clef. And of course, class, we also have different examples of time signature. What are those? 2, 4, 3, 4. And this one is an example of time signature. We have 4, 4. And if you can see this one in the musical staff, this one vertical line, there is 2 lines and 2 dots at the left side. We call it repeat sign. So it means, class, if you imagine, if you can see this one at the last part of the musical staff, meaning you will repeat the song. Okay? And the other one, we have this final bar, meaning that's the end of the song. Okay? If in a song, you will end the song. But if you see this one, the repeat sign, you will repeat the song. Are we clear? All right, so let's differentiate between, since we have different types of clef. We have treble clef and bass clef. So let's start differentiating the two. When we say treble clef class, we also call this one G clef. Okay, this is used for the higher sounding notes. Okay, this is used for the higher one. Okay, the high notes. It is usually played with the right hand. Okay, so in a piano. Okay, we usually play the piano, the right part of the piano. That is what we call treble clef. Okay, if you saw a piano, if the left clef, we call it bass clef. So it is opposite to treble clef. It is used for the lower sounding notes, usually played with the left hand. So if for the girls, the higher female voice, that belongs to treble clef. That is soprano. And for the higher male voice, that is for tenor. Okay, for the voice. Okay, that is also that belongs to treble clef. And also for the bass clef, the alto and bass. So those are different voices that belongs to bass clef. Again, treble clef used for the higher sounding notes, and for bass clef, or what we call F clef, it is used for the lower sounding notes that is usually played with the left hand, with the use of your left hand. Okay, let's proceed. Now, another examples of musical symbols class, we have this one. Can you see the letter B? It looks like letter B. And this one, the number sign, we actually call it in music, we call it sharp. Okay? It's not hashtag, it's not number, it's a sharp when it comes to music. And the other one, we are not going to call it B alone, but we call it B flat or flat. Okay? So what is the difference between the two? Okay, when we say sharp class, we call it raises the pitch of a note. Meaning, if you saw this kind of symbol in a musical staff, you will raise the tune. But if you saw this kind of symbol, you will lower the pitch of the tune or the note. Am I clear? All right, very good. Next, this one. So let's go back from the examples of the SOFA syllables. So again, there are only 7 SOFA syllables we have in the musical staff. Why 7? Because, let's sing this one. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So how many do in the SOFA syllable? So there are 2. Is it repeated? Yes, it's repeated. That is why we only have 7 SOFA syllables. The C, D, E, F, G, A, B, or the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. So these are the SOFA syllables. Again, it's not 8, it's 7. Okay? Now, let's proceed. Okay, let's differentiate the use between G clef and F clef. So as you can see, class, for G clef, the middle C is here, right? So this is used, again, this is used for the higher tune, no, tune or tone. Okay, example, this one, do, re, mi. The do is here. Okay, that's the middle C. Okay, just always remember the G or salt or for treble clef class is placed on the second line of the staff. The musical note on the second line is a G. Okay, can you see that one? The G class is placed in the second line, okay, of the staff. But as you can see here, the difference is for G, the G is placed where? Okay, the fourth space of the musical staff. Again, class, how are you going to count? This is for the first line, second, third, fourth, fifth. For the space, first, second, third, fourth. Okay, that's how you're going to read from lower or from the low part to higher part. That's how you're going to read the musical staff. And another one, class, for the F clef class, what is the difference? Okay, always remember, class, the middle between the 2 dots here, that is where we can see the F or the fa. Okay, so again, the C, where can we see the C? Okay, here the middle C class is placed in the second space, but here outside the musical staff. Okay, Always remember, class, again, C, D, E. So this is the natural one for the G clef. But for the F clef, just always remember, class, the C, you will start the do at the second part or the second space in the musical staff. Are we clear? And then you will just continue. And then your clue for the F clef, class, this is F clef, right? And then that is why F clef. So it means the F should be in the middle between the two dots. Okay? Are we clear? Again, F clef or fa, the F fa bass clef is placed on the fourth line of the staff. Okay, fourth line. The musical note on the fourth line is F or fa. Okay, so let's proceed to the examples. As you can see that one, so we have treble clef. Okay, treble clef or the G clef. If you still remember, class, for the treble clef or G clef, okay, in the lines we have, so what are the letter names found in the lines of the musical staff if we're going to use G clef? Of course, we have E, G, B, D, F, or every good boy does fine. And the space we have face or forks and chopsticks everywhere. So that's for the treble clef, right? All right. But how about bass clef or the F clef? What will happen? Okay, so as you can see, class, again, F is in the middle between the two dots here, right? So just always remember that. Again, your C found in the, again, class, when you do reverse, diba, C is being placed in the second space, right? But if you do reverse C, do, ti, la, sol. So you can do like that. If do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, or do, ti, la, sol, fa, you will just reverse. Okay? You will just backward. Let's have this one, the line notes for the F clef. So what are the letter names found in the lines for the F clef? Of course, we have this one. Okay, look. We have G, B, D, F, A. So there's no more E, right? Compared to G clef. Okay, again, always remember that. G, B, D, F, A. And for the space, class, it's different. For G clef, we have face, right? Or F-A-C-E. But for the space notes in the bass clef or F clef, we have A, C, E, G. Okay, if you're confused, you need to read the SOFA syllabus so that you will be able to know what is the specific or what would be the notes found in the lines in space for the F clef. Clear? Okay, so let's try to have an activity, okay, regarding or related to the SOFA syllables found in the G clef and also the notes found in the F clef. So this one we're going to use, what's this? This is G clef. Now, do you know that we can also form a word with using the musical staff and the F clef and the G clef? Yes, we can. Example, this one, as you can see, yes, I'm using, you can actually use any notes or any symbols, any musical symbols, rest or notes you can. Let's try to have this one. Example, this one, what is this? G clef, right? So what is the letter name from, or what is the letter name found in the second space? Of course, we have la. That is la, right? SOFA syllable. La is A, right? La is A. So we have here A. This one, sol, right? Or so. So what is the letter name for so? G. This one, E. This one, E again. D. Oh, no. It's actually D here. So just imagine that this one is here, D, before the E. So what is the word being formed in this? We have age. Okay. Got it? All right. So next, let's proceed to Okay, let's proceed to the second one, another G clef. So this is, okay, the first one we have the whole note is being placed in the first line of the musical staff, which is E or me, right? Next, the second line, which means the G or so. Second line again, G or so. So what is what is the word being formed in this musical staff? Yes, the word is egg. Got it? All right, very good. Now let's proceed to F clef. But if you still remember, um, the C is found or being placed in the second space, right? So what is the next for the second space? It's re or D. So we have here D. What is next to D? Re. Do, re, mi. Okay, again, do, re, mi, or E. This one is E. E again, mi. Again, C is found, okay, C is being placed here in the second space. So just read. Do. What's next? Re. Okay, re is for D. Me. This one. So E. E is me. Another me, we have E. And the last one, we have the set. Next, the same as the first one, we have D. So the word being formed in this musical staff, we have did. Very good. Next, let's have this one. If you remember, from G clef, we have egg, but it has different position, right? Let's compare. This one, it's different. So again, the do is placed in the second space. Let's read do, re, mi. So it means mi is E, right? Fa. So. So is G, right? The same G. So what is the word? Egg. Got it? Again, let's repeat. G clef. The C is here, right? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. La is A. So, G. E, mi. This one again, D here is supposedly this one is here before the first line. Okay, I was mistaken. Before the first line of the musical staff. So the word being formed in this musical staff is age, right? Excuse me. And the other one is the first line. That is E. Second line. So, right? So is G. The same egg. Okay. For the F, let's repeat. Let's review. Let's have, again, do is placed in the second space, right? We have do, re. So this is re. Re is D, right? Me. Me is E. Me again, E. And the same here, D. So the word is did. Okay, or did. Next. Again, second space is the C, right? Or the do. Do, re, mi. So mi is E. Fa, so. So is G. The same G. So the word is being formed, the word being formed in this musical staff is egg. Got it? Very good. So at this time, it's your turn. All you have to do is to follow what I did in the activity. So for G, you need to follow for G clef and F clef. Are we clear? Okay, for F clef, you need to follow where is the exact notes in every musical lines, in every lines in the musical staff, I mean. Okay? So if you have questions, you just ask Teacher Riz. Okay? So again, let's review. What is melody? Okay, melody is, okay, let's review. When we say melody, it is the tune of a particular song. Okay, it is singable part of the instrumental or vocal piece. Again, this is a combination of rhythm and pitches. Again, pitch is the highness or lowness of the sounds. Okay? So again, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask teachers, okay? So I guess that's all for today. Thank you for listening, everyone, and